Alright, everybody, welcome. It is JKeSports Racing F1 2020. We are in Season 2, Round 4, here at the Hungaroring. I am Spaceman47, yo. Bringing you the action here. I'll try and keep track of qualifying best as I can. We'll turn on all my doodads over here. Try and follow everyone on their fast laps today. That seems too cluttered. We'll get rid of some of that. Sorry, I'm a little late on my stats and everything here. We're here at round 4. The Hungaroring. Sam Barrett, fresh off a win at Azerbaijan, holding a points lead of 25 points, I believe. I'll pull that up real quick. We've got, yes, Sam Barrett with a 25-point lead over Ginnett in second. Mark of Kenya's in third in the points. Brian Mosser fourth. Let me find somebody out on the track at least to watch going around. There's Scavney's first one out, looks like. Invalidates his outlap, which isn't a big deal. Back to your point standings. You've got Mosser fourth, Zapp in fifth, Coxey, WC96 is sixth, Cam in seventh, Diego eighth, Terrible FI ninth, Isolate 10th, and Chris Money 11th. Your point scores thus far. There is reserves with points, but I don't have that listing in front of me at the moment. As you see, Scavney now on his flying lap. Looks like he's got a Mercedes of Mosser right behind him. Coming up to Chris Money and ahead of him. I can get rid of that little menu there. As you see, Sector 1, 26.9 for Scavney. Let's see if we can get over to Mosser real quick. It didn't catch it. His Sector 1 time. Well, it's still ride with Scavney. He is your Season 1 champion for the JKeSports F1 League. Played some on the 2019 game with a switch to the 2020 game for the end of the season, as he held off Sam Barrett's charge at the end of the year, taking the championship by, I believe, 22 points. I can look that up real quick. As he comes around the final turn, he'll set the first time. Mosser right behind him, looks a little quicker if it's not invalidated with that little bit wide. Looks like it was invalidated. Scavney goes 1:16.5 at the 14 turn Hungaroring. Let's see who's coming up. It looks like Coxey. Nope, looks like there's an invalidated lap. Looks like it was Johnny 5 I missed. Sam Barrett goes 1:14.7 across the line. Random serious. 1:14.6, 1:15.7, 1:14.6 for Zapp. Goes P1. There you see H in the Williams. Goes P6 with a 1:16.9. We got a yellow flag. It's like a little squirrely there for one of the alphas as Chris invalidates his lap. So we'll go watch. Here's F1 Keza. I believe that was a flyer. He goes P3, subbing for Braylo in the Haas today. Braylo out this week. But we are at the Hungaroring. It is a 14-turn circuit. We'll see who else is on a lap. Mosser looks invalidated again. He's probably going to go in for some fresh tires. Ooh, we'll watch old Zed spinning a little bit there. That's Cam by. So everyone with their original time set. Scavney ducks back into the pits. Looks like Zapp with provisional pole on the first go-round. It's 14 turns, 4.3 kilometers, which is 2.7 miles. Race lap record is a 1:16.6 in this year's Hungarian Grand Prix, set by Lewis Hamilton. As there, we're gonna have here. You guys see T Widow coming out of the pits. Looks like he's gonna go for another outlap. As K Dog. There, Coxie's joined the room again. Some money comes into the pits. I don't think there's anyone on flyers right now. Looks like Scavney's already in the pit, so who's that? Must be Chris Money. There's K-Dog starting a lap. Or Isolate. Nope, Isolate's out today, so that's Zed subbing for Isolate, and then the other Racing Point. As Chris Money comes around. Looks like he's going to start a flyer as well after his invalidation. Not sure if he'll have fuel to make it all the way around, but he might. So we'll ride along with Lord Zed. Not sure if he's got the fuel for it, as he is on good pace. 26 seconds in the first sector. Let's see, I believe Cam starts another flyer. Unless he's on an in-lap still. Let's see if we can catch that real quick. He's on medium tires as well, so he might be going for another flyer. He's got full ERS. No, he's going to duck into the pit. So we'll head back to Lord Zed coming into the third sector. Final right, left, right turns. You got the sweeping left of turn 13 to the sweeping right of turn 14. Back onto the gas. Looks like a 117.3. I believe he ran out of fuel at the end of that lap. He is on the yellow flags following him around the track now, so he is out of fuel. We'll go find, looks like Chris Money coming around. He's going to set a time of 116.2, good for P8 right now. As T Widow starts a flying lap. Monkey Mafia also just started a flyer, that's who that was. So you got Chris Money, Scavney just starting another flyer. Looks like K-Dog crossed the line there with a 118.2. Good for P13. So I believe these guys are all on their next go round. You got T Widow, Monkey Mafia, Mosser trying to set a lap after being invalidated before. Hirsch in the Haas coming around to set his time. We'll ride with him for a moment. As looks like Ginnett crosses the line to start a flyer. Here comes Hirsch. Has the pole speed of 114.6. Hirsch with a 117.8. That's good for P14 at the moment. So another flyer. Looks like Mosser coming around to finish his lap. Looks like he's got a good time going. 115.1. Cracks the top 5. Good for P4 for Mosser there. So we've got a second from first to fifth, a little over a second to sixth. As there goes, I believe, Monkey Mafia across the line. Scavney coming across, but he is invalidated, so we've got a Red Bull coming. Looks like Sam to start a flyer. Random not far behind, a little bit of traffic in the final sector. He ducks into the pits, the McLaren ducks into the pits. So we'll ride with Sam. He's your championship leader right now. As we are halfway through qualifying. The 9-minute mark. Sam smooth on the gas for the sweeping left of 3. Flat out through there. He finishes the first sector at 26.5. Which does better his time. It's a tight run for pole so far. Here comes Sam through sector 2 now, the wiggly bits into the little S, little lift and coast there, back to full speed, a little downshift for the right-hander. Sector 2, he's a half second up, which would surely give him pole into the third sector. Good slowing down, getting out of the way there by the Williams of Diego, looks like. He comes around the final turn, 14, hug the inside, back on the gas. For the not too long of a run, he runs 113.8, so nearly a second clear of the field with that pole lap. He really put one down there for everyone to go after. As Diego starts a flyer, you've got little yellows all over. I think mostly people running out of fuel. Haven't seen any spins or contact really yet in this period. As you see a Williams go wide there to let Coxey through. No, he's just on an out lap, but Diego's gonna put a time on. Nope, he's gonna duck into the pits. So we'll see. We got Coxey just starting a lap. That's Diego coming in the pits. So we've got an AlphaTauri coming. That's either Zap or FI. That's FI. And then random behind him. Everyone on out laps so far. Cam on a flyer. He's down on his time big time. Might have got held up. There is quite a bit of traffic in the hectic Sector 2 at the moment. But as it stands, you've got Sam Barrett on pole. Cam, no, he snuck in. He must be on a cooldown lap, I think. He snuck in a second place. I didn't catch. Sorry about that. But he does advance to second on the charts for now. We've got now 6.5 minutes. Plenty of time for everyone to get another lap in if they don't have one in yet. Try and best their time. Maybe run an alternate strategy tire if you think you can get away with that. As here come both Renaults around. Looks like Ginnett into the pits as he invalidated. Cam into the pits as well. So both Renaults will catch Lord Zed now starting the flyer. As K-Dog, I believe, is on another flyer in through turn 1. Sector 1, I mean. Is improving on her time. Let's see if we can catch who's that at the end. Must be FI at the end of his lap. He's at a 1:15.2 coming into the final sector now as Zap starts another flyer in the other Alpha. Trying to keep one eye on the board and one eye on the track as here comes FI around the final turn. Back to the right, back on the gas. He improves his time big time up to 6. 2/10 better, 1:15 flat now. As the Red Bull ducks into the pits. We got Scabney coming around. He is up on his time as well. He's going to move up the board to P8 with a 1:15.7. So it's a tight midfield. As there's a lot of 1:15s there on the board from 4th through 10th. As here comes a Haas across the line. Looks like Keza goes P3 with a 1:14.4. So a good run for him for the first time sub tonight. As Lord Zed crosses the line. Not sure if he's going to have enough fuel for another go at it. Looks like Mosser crosses the line for another flyer. As we've got 4 minutes to go now. 4.5 minutes to go in qualifying. Looks like an Alpha crossing the line. Coxey, I believe, one of 3 cars yet to set a time. As Diego is one of them on his out lap. There is Coxey on a full flyer now. As he's coming into, looks like little yellows for out of gas cars all around the track now. Looks like Sector 2 has I believe Chris Money with a spin. And the McLaren. Not sure where he's even at. We can't even see him. Yes, he's spun. Looks like he's waiting for the cars to go by, which is the right thing to do. So good driving by him there. We'll try to get back to some action on the track as there's more people pitting in. I believe Lord Zed on his flyer. He's going to duck back into the pits. So we got Mario, looks like Mosser next across the line. Coming around. He's ducking into the pits as well with 3 minutes to go. These people should all have enough time to get another run in, as that's H going to start a flyer. There's Coxey. We're right along down the long front straight to the... What happened there? Oh, that was very weird camera angle for me. Alright. I guess that was Johnny we were supposed to be watching. Ah, the joys of video games. Here's H. He's on a flyer. Well, he invalidated that flyer just then, so a bunch of cars in the pits trying to get that last little run. If they're going to try one more go, now is the time. We'll see if anyone's got the mediums on. Looks like Chris Money in 11th in the mediums, so that doesn't even matter for him if he wants that strategy or not. Let's see, we've got our Renault coming to the line. So that must be Cam's to start a flyer. See if he can improve. He goes 1:14.479. Alright, that's 1/1000th slower than it just said he had, but now he's on a flyer, looks like again. There's a lot of traffic coming out of the pits now behind him, trying to get around and get space for a final flying lap. With less than 2 minutes to go now, as Coxey starts his final flyer, trying to get a time, any time on the board. As now Mario, I believe, is coming out of the pits, so everybody's going to be on track here to get a lap in. We're still on board with Cam. He ended up getting a lot of traffic in the final sector, or second sector, I mean, through turn 6 and 7 there. 6, 7, 8. Looked like a lot of traffic was coming through there. So he totally backs out. We'll try to get on board here with Coxey now. He's coming up to that same section. A little bit squirrely on the gas there. He's got his fuel light flashing. This looks... Ooh, Coxey with a spin. Hits the wall. Looks like he's going to lose a wing there, so now we've got under a minute to go. This is definitely everyone on their final flyers trying to find the room, but a lot of traffic. A lot of traffic as 30 seconds left now. Chris Money will start his flyer. Ginnett right behind him. Looks like he pitted in. We're on board with Brian Mosser here in 4th, trying to get precious tenths to bump him up. Could be a spot or two with a couple tenths improvement here as you see him through 6 and 7. Little chicane, curb hop is perfectly fine. Comes down to the left to the right hand finish of sector 2 into the braking zone for turn 12. So now you see times crossing the line. Zap puts up a P2 lap ahead of Cam that I missed totally. Looks like Johnny 5 coming across the line. As Coxey goes P9. Mosser ducks into the pit, so we'll find. Looks, there's Johnny 5 crossing the line. Looks like Lord Zed goes P7. T-Widow crosses, stays P8 now. There's Random Serious. Sam Barrett crosses the line, 1:13.888. Looks like Random locking up. We'll see if Scavney can put a final time on. 1:14.15, 1:15.9 for Scavney. So that was slower than his time as well. And now Mario, the last man, invalidated, so he will not set a time. If he had set a time, that was good for P16 or 17, I believe. So that's your qualifying order. Sam Barrett again, quickest on the board. And the Red Bull's hard to beat this year. He's got the number for this league. He's putting down the laps, putting in the wins for the Red Bull team. Zap in second in the AlphaTauri. There's a Haas dangerously in the middle of the track after qualifying's over here. But Cam in 3rd for Renault. Strong teamwork again for Renault with Ginnett in 5th. You've got Keza 4th in the Haas, subbing for Braylo this week. Brian Mosser takes 6th behind the other Renault, alongside the other Renault, I should say. FI in 7th, Lord Zed 8th. Ninth was T-Widow, random serious 10th in the other Red Bull. They will all start, I believe, on soft tires. We'll double check that real quick. Yes, everyone ran softs for their quickest laps there. So yeah, we can turn that stuff off. I'm gonna go to interval, but it ain't there yet. So now we're just waiting for the timer to count down. Hopefully get the 2-minute break between sessions. Get the start with round 4 going again. Just checking some things on my phone real quick. Check Discord. Alright, so there's the timer. Well, the timer's about to run out. And we'll get going for the race here with Sam Barrett and the Red Bull on pole. Oh, sound like the Discord saying there may be a lobby glitch going on. So, I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see if it goes. I hope it goes. Not sure if it's going to. You can just watch the cars go around and around some more. As there's Johnny Five's car sitting in the middle of the track. Interesting. His teammate's car now going by. There's a couple cars just sitting on track. Yep. I think something went goofy there. So we're gonna have a lobby restart. We'll get everything set again. We're gonna try and get it fixed. We're looking at some stuff before we boot and everybody. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to make a new lobby, and that's about to happen. So I'm gonna shut down the broadcast. We'll be right back with the race for round 4 of the JKeSports. See you in a minute.